Okay, so can I have group 10, sorry, to switch on your video, please? Okay, and just a quick reminder, okay, your second assignment is due on Friday night. Okay, so you got around, like, today's Wednesday, right? So you need to submit by Friday, latest by Friday night. So the same thing. So please take into account all the comments, all the suggestions, okay, whatever weaknesses from all of the groups, okay, which I have commented, okay, and whatever the positives, the whatever the good things or positive sides from all of the notes that you see, okay, that you can take, ideas to improve, from your friends or from your own work that you want to maintain. Okay, especially on the division of your assignment, okay, part A, separate with part B, and then the layout, okay, the clarity, the presentation side, the whatever that you feel that you can make improvement, and especially on the variety of your your sources of ebooks, okay, not just relying solely, mostly from one, especially from Tan. Okay, so I think that is one of the things that I would like to see improvement for your second assignment and also the following assignments. Okay, so we have in group 10. So group 10, we have only four members. Ni Chin En, Nur Atira, Tan Wei, and Tech. Okay. Atira, tak ada video eh? Where's your video? Uh, okay, let's get on with, let me share my screen. So who's going to volunteer first for group 10?
Doctor, I'm going to present first.
Tan, Tan Wei,
Yeah.
Tan Wei Ming. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Let me. So, okay. Okay, so Atira punya video tak ada, Atira? Your video. Okay, so again, we are still on topic number 2 on function graph and their functions. Okay, and as usual, my focus is more on for the presentation is more on the question and solution, notes and example. Okay, especially those that are related to economics example. Okay, so in your second assignment, okay, I would like to see more of this kind of questions, examples. Okay, so I think this type of copy and paste style, if you can see from group 10, okay, okay, make it more clearer in the next assignment, okay, because when you copy and paste like this, it is not the style of, I mean, you can improve on this style of copy and paste, okay, in the future.
Okay, Doctor.
If the question you can type on your own, okay, rather than copy and paste, okay. So I don't think it takes too much of your time if you can just copy and paste. Sorry, if you can just type the question, okay, rather than copy and paste, because it doesn't really take, because most of it are just text, okay, and the equation are not really that difficult to type, okay. So if the equation is too long or difficult, then you can just copy the equation, but the sentences, I think you can type them, okay. So this is also for other groups as well, okay. I think it will look much better if you just type the question, and except for certain part that might be too difficult to type, okay, you can okay, do that. Okay, so for this one, okay, I would like to focus more on the, okay, so this is on the, Okay, again, most of these are from Tan as well. So this, I think we have discussed this example before. Question 66. Okay, on the break even. So you did not mention this. This part is from which book? Tan?
This part.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
Yeah.
from taken from that.
Okay. Move this one in the top section. Okay, just like what you do for other examples. Okay, usually the sources of material you mention on the beginning of the title or the okay. So
Okay.
okay, for your next assignment.
Okay.
Solution. So this has been done. Yeah, still a lot of reliance on Tan as well. I'm looking for other books. Okay, etc. Okay, can you explain this one, the example and solution from Sid Setter? Again,
Okay.
I think you can before you begin. Okay, I think many parts of this assignment you can further improve in terms of presentation because I don't know. There's a lot of inconsistency in the writing, the presentation style. Okay, sometimes you use the red font. Okay, so you must appoint one person to to group them, to make headings, to make it look more consistent. Okay, in terms of the presentation style. Okay, and especially for when you copy and paste from other book like this. Okay, you can improve on the. Okay, if it is possible just to type them, okay, except for certain part, but I think you can even type this directly, okay, and rather than copy and paste because it will look more presentable. Okay, Tan, can you explain on this?
Okay. As this is show we want to find the profit. There is given the P function, which is the selling price. P equals to 102 minus 2Q. And they are also given a cost function, 2Q plus half Q squared. Then the profit function is we use the Q multiply to the P function, and we can get EQ minus D. There is show the equation. The what? Okay. After we use PQ minus C, we will get the profit function. There show the profit function is 100Q minus 5 per 2Q squared. Okay, we use this function to find the vertex. There is minus B, a negative B per 2A. So we can get 20. So we use this vertex, the maximum profit.
Okay, I
So we
think
can get 1,000.
okay. Okay, for this example, okay, I think from Seta, they don't show the negative B over 2A formula here. So on your part, okay, when you, of course, for this assignment, you already submit, but for the next assignment, okay, if the example that you mentioned does not clearly show why you get this, so you need to add, as I say, when you use Foxit Reader, for example, you can type here. Okay, you can just show an error here, and you can type, use negative b over 2a. Okay, to solve for this, and then that's why you are getting. I mean, that's how you get 20 here. Okay,
Okay.
because when you I mean, this is for for I mean, when you are taking any example, so make sure that if the example doesn't clearly show, or if you want to explain further, okay, the steps. So that's why in your PDF notes you need to explain this rather than just simply copy and paste without explaining. So that it's the same thing here. Okay, the profit is basically derived from TR minus TC. Okay, so it will be more useful if you can start with your notes by showing this kind of formula first. Okay, TR minus TC. Okay, and TR is obtained by P times Q. So basically, this is again the inverse demand function. Okay, that we discussed several times before. Okay, so the demand function is, the inverse demand function is P as a function of Q. So PQ here is basically your TR. Okay, C is your total cost lah, which is given here. Okay, so profit is obtained by TR minus TC. So this part here is your total revenue function. Okay, P times Q. So 102 minus 2Q multiplied by Q is the P times Q portion. Okay, so this part is just the total cost. Okay, so and when you expand this, okay, the negative and positive will become negative lah. So I think for this example, okay, because you get straight away the solution, okay, which is 100Q minus 5 over 2Q squared. Okay, so it will be more useful if you had typed this question and you can show the when you first expand the equation 102 minus Q squared minus 102Q minus 2Q square minus 2Q minus 1 over 2Q squared, and then you solve step number 2, you simplify before you arrive at this final. Of course, because this one you just you take directly from seed setter. Okay, so I'm not saying that this is wrong, but if you want to copy and paste, okay, perhaps you can also explain. I mean, you can insert from the PDF Foxit reader. Okay, you can type it here, or if you find it easier, then you can just type it the whole example. Okay, and then explain or add 1 or 2 lines of the solutions here, which make the steps become more clearer. Okay, for not only for your part, okay, but also for other students if we were to use this kind of example. But I think it's more on your part, okay, because I mean on your side as being to improve on the presentation of your of the slides, okay, or the notes, okay. So this kind of shortcut, okay, in the example, okay, if you want to, okay, in the next assignment, if you find similar approach, okay, from the book that you use, okay, so it's better to if you can type the question everything, and if the step is a bit too short, you can add 1 or 2 lines more in terms of the process, how before you get to the final answer here. Faham kan?
Okay.
Okay, because this one they just simply show the first step suddenly go to the last step. Okay, in fact actually there are 2 and 3 steps further. What you expand and then you simplify before you finally get at the, I mean, including TR minus TC or this kind of things. Okay, and then this part also they don't show the negative B over 2A using the vertex formula. Okay, so but at the end of the day, okay, so this question is basically applying the TR minus TC and also the inverse demand function. Okay, and then trying to find, because this is about profit, so profit, we always talk about maximizing profit. Okay, if this is the cost function, you want to talk about minimizing cost. Okay, but the formula is still the same, negative B over 2A. You find the value of X. Okay, in this case, X is the Q, the quantity. Okay, and then you find the profit value. When X or Q equals to 20, you substitute, you get 1000. Okay, so I think we have done similar questions, okay, but not the same one here. Okay, but again, okay, I want to stress on the concept of TR minus TC and also the inverse demand function, which you will use more, maybe not this semester, but in your microeconomics syllabus next semester when you take microeconomics. Okay,
Okay.
maybe one more example from, so this is, okay, again, okay, you can just type this question much easier rather than, okay, copy and paste. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the same, I think it's the same thing, right? You get the profit function and then you use negative B over 2A, you get 88, and then you substitute, you get 27440, correct? Okay,
Yeah.
so it's basically the same, but this one you already given the profit functions. So no need to use TR minus TC. So this is from done. Okay, polynomial rational functions. Okay, so you see what I mean by consistency. This one you got the font size very big. This one, so make it more consistent. And if it is, again, type the question if that makes more sense or easy, more presentable, rather than having the, because sometimes when you look at other groups, they have, they make borders, they make boxes, they make subtopics with different colors and different style of fonts, and so that can differentiate from topic to topic. Okay, so it improves on the okay, so this is from Tan as well, right? I think we haven't discussed. So okay, one final question. Okay, can you discuss this one, question 14 here?
Okay. Let's see. The whole fresh. Okay, this is about the chip cell, and the equation given is equation cell of the chip lah. So the question one is, were the worldwide flash memory chip sales in 2002? We can see in the question there are t equals to 0 corresponding to 2002. So we substitute the 0 into the equation. So we can get the final answer $8.25 billion for the sales of the chipset.
Mm-hmm.
The second one is, what were the sales for 2008? So we can just minus 2008 to 2002, so we can get 6. So when 2008 equals to 6, total, can you scroll down a bit?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So we can substitute the t equals to 6. So the equation is 4.3 multiplied by 6 plus 2 power 0.94. So we can get a final answer $30.365 billion.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is on the rational functions. Okay, so basically what you do is just substitute from the equation here, 4.3 t plus 2 over, so this actually is quite similar to what you will be doing in the second assignment, okay, on log and exponent, okay, where the use of exponential, okay, which is quite similar to this one. Okay, again, this is from Tan textbook. Okay, so I would like to see more of other ebooks that you will use for the next assignment. Okay, rather than relying for a lot from Tan, I think you only use one or two from other books for this first assignment. Okay, so basically it's just when chip sales is in 2002. So why do you put 0 here? because it's the first year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then 2008, meaning 6 years onwards. So you put 6 plus 2. Okay, so 303.365. Okay, so I think there should be no problem on this solution here. Okay, but I think you will see more of this kind of questions in the next topic. Okay, so for group 10, okay, there's a lot of room for improvement. Okay, for your second assignment, especially on the presentation style and variety. Use more resources, ebooks, okay, as part of your solutions, and then okay, consistency in your copy and paste style. If it is easier, more presentable, just type the question rather than copy and paste. Okay, except for if you want in your notes, okay, certain graph like this, of course, this you can copy and paste, but you can make the copy and paste more presentable by making boxes here and there, or you can use, because I don't see any, you use the Foxit reader to show, like to insert arrows or to type in the questions. Okay, or so I think these are the things that you need to pay attention maybe for the second assignment submission. Okay, so still got a
Okay.
few days to go before the submission deadline on Friday night. Okay, so okay, so be consistent in your copy and paste. Okay, and do not have like for example like this one, when you put in PDF, some of the questions will appear on the at the end of the page and then the remaining on the next page. Okay, so these are the things that need to be improved. Okay, for the second upcoming assignment. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Doctor.
Group 10. So okay, so group 11, the last group. So can I have group 11?
Yeah, good morning, sir. I will be explaining.
So where's so how many group members? Ika, Yegasini, Denisa, and Kritika. Dalam kereta Ika. Ika mana tu?
Betul, saya baru balik kerja.
Ha?
Saya baru balik kerja.
Mau balik kerja?
Mm-mm.
Tu kalau hari lain on other days macam mana? Kamu masuk kelas? Kamu kerja pukul berapa?
Kerja malam.
Kerja malam tu
Nanti
balik
kena balik lagi.
macam mana?
Saya kerja malam, belum balik rumah lagi. Sebab tadi ada injection, so saya stay teruslah dekat kereta.
Oh, okay. So siapa nak present?
I'll be presenting for this assignment.
Siapa? Ketiga.
Yeah, Kirtika.
Okay. Wait. So group 11, okay, so okay. Okay, so I can see okay, from the very beginning you have so these are all type, right? Not copy and paste, right?
Yeah, I've typed those.
Okay, so good. So I can see that there is a standard formatting style that you adopt here for most of the, for the first few pages here. Okay, so okay, so since this is demand, so I think this is the substitute, right, from the demand function to get the P and Q.
Yeah.
So I think this is similar to the previous group where you find the exponential, I mean the value when the year is 0 and then the year is after 5 years. Okay, you get this. So I think this is quite similar to the group 10 just now. Combinations. We had this similar example before from Tan. Okay. Okay, can you discuss this? This one is from which book? Brochure, right? Okay. So next time, okay, move the title, I mean the source, okay, next to the question or the questioning. So
Yeah,
it's
sure.
easier to. Okay. Siapa? Ketiga,
Yeah.
Okay, if you can.
Yeah. So for this question, they gave us the average cost, the function of the average cost, and they wanted us to derive a new function. So earlier they mentioned that mm the production cost is the only cost available, and then
Mhm.
they added the advertising cost. So the function varies. Based on this, they have said that the advertising, the cost of the advertising campaign is 2,000 per week per firm. So we get to know that it is the fixed cost. And to change it to average fixed cost, we should divide it with the quantity. So it becomes 2,000 q power negative 1. And
Mhm.
so that's the new average fixed cost. So to find the new average cost, you just need to plus the 2000 q to the power negative 1 with the 1250 q to the power negative 1 to get the new average cost.
So this one, the 40 plus 1250 Q negative 1 is the, okay, and then you change to
Uh,
the new so the fixed cost now 2000,
yeah, that's the fixed
FC
cost.
2000 over Q.
Yeah.
So how do you get 40 plus 3250 over Q minus 1?
I plus the 2000 with the 1500
1250, is it?
because both of them are the variable cost. No, fixed cost. Average fixed cost.
Okay. So because the two terms, so basically Q of minus 1 is basically when you bring Q to the top or the becoming the numerator. So the negative 1 basically is 1 over Q. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is what is happening here. Okay, when you okay, bring Q to the top. Okay, so I think you will see this kind of application in the next topic, maybe in the exponential function further. Okay, so and then the new AC is average cost is ABC plus AFC. Okay,
Yeah.
it's cost over which uh, mm, okay, so
But then the answer in the reference that you sent, it was minus 3250. So I had to ask few of the seniors, but then they came up with this solution as well.
minus 3000.
50. The answer in the book that you gave was 40 minus 3250 q to the power negative 1.
Macam mana boleh tolak because the initial one is plus also here.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically the right way actually is not to do this way, okay, or I mean not the right way, because first you need to convert AC into total cost first. Okay, so okay, because how do you calculate, how do you convert AC to, how do you convert AC to TC? How do you convert average cost to total cost?
Multiply with the
Okay, so basically is to get total cost from average cost. So you need to multiply. So TC you obtain by AC multiply by Q lah, correct?
yeah.
So basically is the reverse because to get AC is TC over Q. Okay, so to get total cost, okay, AC times Q. So meaning this whole this all of this equation, okay, when you convert into total cost, you put the bracket, meaning that you multiply this equation, okay, by
Q.
Q lah, okay. Then you get your total cost function, which is from here, you get the total cost will be 40Q, okay, 40Q, apa tu, plus 1250, okay. Because the Q multiply by, so because this one will be akan hilang lah, because this one is 1250 over Q multiply by Q, then the Q is gone lah. So this will be the total cost function. Okay, so this the first part 40 over 40Q is the variable cost, 1250 is your fixed cost. Okay, so this is the original equation before you convert into average cost. And then when you add another 2,000 pound, okay, on top of the 1250. So basically you just add directly 40Q plus 1250 plus 2,000. So you get the new one will be 40Q, 40Q plus 3250. So this will be the total cost function, okay, from by adding 2,000 here, okay. And then from total cost, you want to convert into average cost. Okay, so AC is TC over Q lah. Okay, so I think you will look at, you will see this kind, the formula TC over Q in Principle of Economics or in Macroeconomics syllabus. Okay, in the under the firm's topic firma. Okay, under the firm's topic. So average cost is total cost over Q. So total cost 40Q plus 3250. Okay, because you add 1250 with 2,000, you get 3250. Then the whole, this equation, when you divide by Q, will give you the new AC, okay, which basically the same thing here, 40 plus 3250 over Q. Okay, so this will be the more, the more appropriate way to calculate your average cost. Okay, because first you convert into the total cost first, and then you add the new cost, you get the new total cost function, and then you convert the new total cost functions into your average cost function. Okay, so that will give you your new solution lah. Okay, so basically the application is simple. Okay, but in terms of the concept of total cost, okay, converting from AC to TC, okay, is one part that you can get from this example here. So AC to TC is AC times Q. Okay, so basically it's just cross multiply lah, because average cost is obtained by TC over Q. So to get total cost is AC times Q lah. Okay, so simple cross multiplication, and then you add 2,000 on top of the original total cost function. Okay, so that will give you the new total cost, and then divide by Q again will give you the new average cost function. Okay, so I think that is okay. for that question. Okay, so again, this is on the break-even concept. TR over ETR equals to total cost. Let me see. Ni saya lukis lagi ya. So who drew this graph here?
Me, sir.
Tenisa, eh? So you print out this graph table or you take from your brother or sister punya textbook?
I print it out.
Yeah. So this is for linear graph, is it? For this one, 2000. Okay, so good for the effort to plot this thing. Okay, so okay, we go I think for the quadratic functions. Okay, so I think we have covered a lot of similar concept on the vertex, okay, negative b over 2a, and then finding the maximum profit from the question or example. Okay, so this is from Tan, right? So I think we have discussed the solution by Tan also using the negative b over 2a. So this is market equilibrium. Okay, so maybe one last, I think we have discussed this one also. We've got two solutions. We use the positive one. Okay. Additional functions. Let me see. Wait, okay, so let me see. Okay, never mind. I think we can discuss this example again on this from Tan page 115, okay, question 45. Again, okay, when you save into PDF, okay, do not have the some portion of the question at the end of the page and then the remaining on the next page here because okay, the break in the page makes the flow become tak berapa cantik lah. Okay. Okay, okay, so this one last example. Siapa? Ketiga.
Yes.
Okay, so basically this is on market equilibrium.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are two equations, and we are supposed to find the value of x. This is quite similar to what you have discussed earlier. So you just need to equate both the equations and solve it and factorize it to get the x value.
Mm-hmm.
So when we equate the first both equation, we would get that 20x square plus 300x minus 2000. This is what you get when you equate and bring it all to the one side. So then with the equation with the quadratic equation you have gotten, you just have to factorize it. So since there are two values, x equals to 5 and x equals to negative 20, the negative value is rejected as it can't be, the quantity can't be a negative number. So remains with x equals, the answer is stated as x equals to the 5.
Okay, so I think the part that need to be highlighted here is okay, because you got two solutions, one is positive and one is negative. Okay, so in economics you only take the positive solution. Okay, so and then the rest is just substitute. Okay, when you take x equals to 5. Okay, so basically again the demand function that you see here is the inverse demand function. Okay, p as a function of quantity. Okay, and again one thing which I don't like from the Tan textbook is they use x instead of q. Okay, so that is one thing that because when you talk about demand and supply quantity, okay, so x usually supposed to be in so if you were to use Tan in the future, okay, so just replace the x with q then. Okay, so I mean it's just a small change, but it reflects the application of quantity, I mean the application of the symbol that we usually use in economics syllabus. Okay, P and Q. Okay, so again this is the inverse demand function because both the demand and supply are in terms of price. Okay, price as a function of quantity or x. Okay, and then you substitute, so you get the quantity first. Okay, so once you get the quantity, and then you substitute to get the price. Okay, so that is one of the things, I mean one of like two things that you can get from this simple example, the inverse demand function. And again so why do you multiply by 100 here?
Because it's stated up there that x is units of 100, so
In 100. Okay, so mm, okay, but I mean you don't need, I mean yeah, you can multiply here or you can multiply once you get the final answer of x. Okay, if you don't multiply at the very at the middle here, you get 0.05. Okay, and this one will be negative 0.2 or 0.02, right? Okay, and then yeah, and then you multiply by 200, multiply by 100. Okay, you get 5 and then you get minus 20 here. Okay, so yeah, so I think the one thing that you need is for in terms of this question, because of the unit in 100, so it's a bit tricky, or things that maybe some student might overlook, okay, when you do the solution. So this is questions, okay, from the Tan textbook. Okay, so I think we have covered most of the important parts. Okay, of course, the things that I don't discuss, it doesn't mean that it is not important. Okay, although it is part of from the syllabus, but again, okay, the main focus, the main thing that I want you, the students, okay, all of you to take from this first topic, I mean from the topic number 2, okay, or from your first assignment, is the application of finding the maximum profit, or the minimum cost. But I think so far what we have seen is the top on the use of the negative b over 2a, or the factorization is mostly on the maximization of profit. Okay, and then finding the equilibrium price and quantity, and then the concept of inverse demand functions and how to get total revenue from there, and then how to get profit KTR minus TC, and also, and I think those are the most common most common questions or notes that we can summarize, okay, throughout all of the assignments from the groups. Okay, so of course there are other things that are part of the syllabus which I don't really put too much stress on, okay, because at the end of the day, when you finish covering the whole syllabus for this semester, okay, is what you will use to help you to to learn for other subjects as well. Okay, so whatever positive parts, okay, so for example, like for group 11, okay, so okay, you one of the good things here is you can see, all these boxes, the blue boxes. So in terms of, I can see that, that there is consistency in the presentation style. Okay, the use of the green subtop font, okay, to highlight the greens, the next subtopic. Okay, and I think so I think you type many of the questions here, which is good, because rather than copy and paste, I mean, certain part you can copy, although in the very beginning I said you can just copy and paste, okay, but at the end of the day is how do you copy and paste to make them look presentable, okay. But for the next coming assignments, okay, for the second assignment, which is due 2 days from now, okay, so it is easier for you to type and then provide the solutions or the examples, or if you want to remain copy and paste style, okay, do them, in a most presentable way, be consistent in the formatting, okay, is what you can see from the all of the 11 groups, okay. You can check back the videos when I scroll through the assignments, okay, on the YouTube, okay. So what are the, if you can, if you want to improve from your existing one, or you can take ideas from other groups, okay, how to improve them, okay. So that will be the way forward, okay. So we finished a bit earlier today. I got another meeting that I had to do, okay, for just for today, okay, at 9:30. So carry on with your final assignment for your second assignment, okay. So you got 2 days to go. Today, so Friday night, okay, as usual, the deadline is at 11:59 p.m. So before the clock strikes 12 o'clock at night. Okay, so whatever positive things, mana-mana yang saya puji itu, okay, you can retain or you can even improve. There's always room for improvement, although you find that, okay, your first assignment is already, you feel that, okay, that is the best that you can do, but there's always way to improve, okay, for your upcoming assignment. Okay, so thank you. Okay, so I'll post this video as usual on YouTube. So okay, so you can check all of the recorded videos, okay, on other groups, okay. So not just for the assignment sake, but also what you learn from the discussion throughout the last 2 weeks, okay, for this topic, okay. So for next Sunday, so I might start a bit on discussing a bit on the notes, okay, on my part, okay, before we go for the presentation. Okay, so at least you get some idea, okay. Of course, you already submitted the assignment by then, okay. So at least, okay, I want to share a bit what are the important parts from topic number 3, okay, on the exponential, the log and exponential. The topic is a bit short compared to this topic, okay. So again, okay, I want to see a variety of sources from your notes and questions, okay, not just from Tan alone, okay. So thank you again. Okay, I'll see you next Sunday. Okay. Assalamualaikum and good morning.